Hello everyone. In the previous videos we have discussed about the simple interest and the compound interest. In this video we are going to learn about the effective rate of interest. What is it? When we calculate the compound interest, suppose the interest is compounded in a year more than once. Then we know that we calculate the compound interest by a particular formula. That particular interest, if we calculate as a simple interest for one particular year, then what is its rate? That is known as the effective rate. So to define the effective rate of interest, we can say if interest is compounded more than once in a year, then the equivalent annual rate of interest compounded annually is known as the effective rate of interest. To calculate this, what we do? We know that we can find out the compound interest by the formula P into 1 plus I power n minus P. Or we say it is P into 1 plus I power n minus 1. After calculating the compound interest, we take this particular interest as I, the principal is P, and suppose the effective rate of interest we take E, and this is for the time T, where T generally will be 1 year. So we can write this as P into E into 1. It means we can calculate the effective rate of interest E as I upon P. So this is one way that we can find out the compound interest first. As many times it is calculated in a year or compounded in a year. And then we will compare that to find out the effective rate. By this formula we can find it. But suppose we want to do it directly. What we know that compound interest is P into 1 plus I power n minus 1 is equal to P into E. Can we say from this that E will be equal to P into 1 plus I power n minus 1 upon P? This P and P cancel. It means the formula for the effective rate of interest we can directly apply is 1 plus I power n minus 1, where n is as many times the interest is compounded in a year. It may be quarterly, then n is 4. If it is half yearly, then it is 2, and so on. Now we'll discuss some of the examples based on the same. The first example we discuss here is find the effective rate of interest if rupees 10,000 is invested at 6% per annum compounded half yearly. When we find the solution, first we find out the compound interest. The principal here is rupees 10,000. The rate of interest is given as 6% per annum. And as we have learnt in the conversion period, we find that the rate, if we calculate half yearly, will be 3% half yearly or not. It means I will be equal to 3 upon 100, or we can say 0.03. T, it is given 1 year, but conversion period n will be 2 because this is equal to 2 half years. It means we can say n is equal to 2. So what will be the compound interest? That is P into 1 plus I power n minus 1. We know the formula. We have already learnt it. This is 10,000 into 1 plus 0.03 power 2 minus 1. Is it equal to 10,000 into 1.03 whole square minus 1? We know the whole square of 1.03 is 1.0609 minus 1. Is it coming as 10,000 into 0.0609? If we multiply it by 10,000, it comes as 609. That is the compound interest. Now we want to calculate the effective rate of interest. Effective rate of interest, E, capital E, is equal to I upon P, because we have learned I is equal to P into E into 1. We are calculating for 1 year. This will be equal to 609 upon 10,000. Is it coming as 0.0609? In percentage, if you want, this will be 6.09% per annum. It means what we find? That the rate of interest when compounded half yearly, the annual rate was 6%. Whereas when we see the effective rate, this is 6.09%. It means the effective rate is always higher than the normal rate. The next problem we are going to discuss is an amount of rupees 5,000 is deposited in a bank for a year at 8% per annum compounded quarterly. Find the compound interest and the effective rate of interest. In this, it is given that the principal is rupees 5,000. The rate of interest has been given as 8% per annum. But since it is compounded quarterly, we have to convert this into quarters. We know there are 4 quarters in a year, so we have to divide it by 4. It means this will be equal to 2% quarterly. So we get I is equal to 2 upon 100, or we can say 0.02. The time is given as 1 year, but there are 4 quarters in a year. So this will come as 4 quarters. When we calculate the compound interest, we have the formula P into 1 plus I power n minus 1. Applying the values, we are getting it as 5,000 into 1 plus 0.02 and n is 4. This implies that n is 4. Power 4 minus 1. We know the value of 1.02 to the power 4. We can write it as here 5,000 into 1.02 power 4 minus 1. Power 4 of 1.02 is 1.0824 minus 1. Are we getting here 5,000 into 0.0824, which comes as rupees 412. This is the compound interest we have calculated. Now we want the effective rate of interest. Earlier we used this particular compound interest to calculate. Now suppose we want to apply the direct formula. We can write here the effective rate of interest E is given as 1 plus I power n minus 1. I is 0.02, it comes as 1 plus 0.02, n is 4 minus 1. This is 1.02 power 4 minus 1. As we have seen here, this is 1.0824 minus 1. So this comes as 0.0824. To convert into percentage, we multiply it by 100. So this comes as 8.24% per annum. So we find here that the rate of interest was 8% per annum, but when it is compounded quarterly, the effective rate becomes 8.24%. The next problem we are going to discuss is find the effective rate of interest corresponding to a normal rate of 3% per annum payable semi-annually, means compounded semi-annually. When we go to the solution of it, we are finding there is no principal given. And as we know, the formula to find out the effective rate E is given as 1 plus I power n minus 1. So even if the principal is not given, we can find out the effective rate directly by applying this particular formula. So here we have been given the annual rate R has been given as 3%. But we are to compound it semi-annually. Semi-annually means half yearly. So can we say that this will be 3 by 2% half yearly, or we can say 1.5% half yearly? It means what is I? I will be 1.5 upon 100. Is it 0.015%? So we have calculated the value of I here. And now what is N? We have to calculate it for 1 year. T is 1 year. It means N will be 2, because 1 year is equal to 2 half years. And now we can apply the formula. Therefore E is equal to 1 plus I power n minus 1. Substituting the values, it is 1 plus 0.015 whole power n, means that is 2 here minus 1. Is it 1.015 whole square minus 1? And we know the square of 1.015 will be 1.030225 minus 1. Is it coming as 0.030225? So we can write it in percentage, that is 0.030225 into 100. Will it be 3.0225%? This is the effective rate of interest for this particular problem. So we have understood the problems on effective rate of interest, and also we have understood what is effective rate of interest. If you have not subscribed the channel so far, subscribe the channel to get more videos on different types of topics of mathematics. In the next video, we will be starting with a new chapter. Thanks for watching my video. If you have any comments or doubts, leave them in the comment box and I will get back to you.